no, it's not illegal for the dude or for whoever it is, the company, the dude, the woman, whoever's getting him to sign the memorabilia. There's nothing that can happen to them. That ain't right. That's worse than not right. That's idiotic. Anyway, the promise was that we're going to talk about this Syracuse thing, but the NCAA, it just bothers me, man. It just so bothers me, and people are so blinded and dumb, and they eat this ESPN stuff up, and but he did something illegal. No, he didn't. He didn't break any laws. He broke some stupid ass rules. The same people who say you can give a kid a bagel, but you can't give him cream cheese. That same group. And if anybody thinks I'm playing about that, it's real. Google it. All right. I did happen to highlight some of the things from this report, this NCAA report that kind of caught my eye. So if you can bear with me for here for just a second here. It's very, very, there it is. I can zoom in on it a little bit. All right. So it starts off, the part that I highlighted starts off, over the course of a decade. Now, they punished Miami in like 2 weeks, and it wasn't really much of a punishment, but whatever. They closed the case. Let me say that part. They closed the case in 2 weeks. That thing at Ohio State didn't take no time. This thing says over the course of a decade. I will say the Sandusky thing was like over a couple of decades, so strike that from the record. Right. Counselor, strike that from the record. Okay, over the course of a decade, the institution set in motion or otherwise permitted institutional staff and persons associated with its athletics department to engage in conduct contrary to the established NCAA bylaws and institutional rules and procedures. The violations in this case centered around the institution's men's basketball programs and its student athlete staff. So basically, everybody that had anything to do with Syracuse basketball is in on this. All in. And you know what? If you're going to do dirt, that's what you got to do. That's how you avoid having whistleblowers. If you could pull this off for a decade, that's the reason why, because everybody closes ranks, like the mob. Like, everybody got to be in on it, or nobody. Like, everybody got to have the same risk of going to jail, or you can't be in the group because you're going to tell. Well, that might not be a good example, because cats for the mob still like snitch and rat.
Well, I'm saying, it's something like that, yeah.
Okay, it goes on to say the institution discovered and self-reported violations dating back to 2001. Rob, what year is it?
2015.
So we're talking about now, we've gone from a decade to 14 years. I love the NCAA, man. God, they're so bad at whatever they're supposed to. Them and Mark Emmert and that whole clown car filled with idiots. Jesus Christ. Jesus. These violations included academic fraud, instances of extra benefits, and the institution's failure to follow its written drug policy. That's the other thing. Like, you're supposed to be the governing body over these colleges. Why everybody got a different drug policy? How you let that one ride?
Everybody got different rules, man. That's the crazy part.
How you let that one ride? Why isn't there not a blanket drug policy across college football or college sports, period?
I mean, like I said, for some reason, and I don't know what it is, I don't know how it is that the NCAA has a set of rules, then the schools have their own. I don't.
No, the NCAA has no rules. They have no drug rules. It's only the schools.
So they don't even have drug rules.
No, they have none. Okay, so it's up to the school. That's why we talked about this while we were on the air on CBS. We talked about how it's like Georgia and Kentucky in the SEC have the strictest ones. And I think Alabama Auburn, and somebody else have very, very lax ones. Like, you don't even get suspended till like they catch you with the joint in your mouth. That's not true.
That's why nobody from Bama football team really gets suspended.
Well, I'm not going to say that either. Yeah, but their athletes do other stupid stuff. Like, their athletes are the ones who go and steal people's credit card and go buy a bunch of snacks at the snack bar. You remember that incident?
Yeah.
So they got enough stuff. And you can probably bet they may have been high while they were doing that too, because that has all the remnants of someone who's high on reefer. Like, they got to have snacks now.
But you know how Mark Richt does it, though. I mean, it's like zero tolerance in Georgia.
Well, again, it's not him. It's the policy. It's not him.
Right, but I'm saying at least Alabama has some leniency. You know what I'm saying?
Well, therein lies the recruiting advantages. A lot of people will call it a recruiting
advantage. But,
if you're Georgia, you could always slack up if you want to. I mean, it sends the wrong message, but, You got to win ball games. You know.
Everybody else is doing it.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go streaking. Come on.
Where did I leave off at?
Everybody.
Actually, conductive. Where did I leave off at here? Its written drug policy, impermissible activities surrounding the conduct of representatives of the institution's athletic interests and student athletes' involvement in promotional activities and outside competition. In total, the self-reported and agreed-upon violation made up 10 of the 14 allegations in this case. So, dang, they took the rap for most of them. You only had to really violate them on 4 things. They already told you they did 10 of them. The other 4 violations included academic extra benefits, the institution's failure to follow its written drug testing policy. I guess I already read that part, but all right. You can hear it again. The head basketball coach's failure to promote an atmosphere of compliance and monitor his staff, and the institution's lack of control over its athletic programs. The case also involved a former staff member's failure to cooperate with the NCAA enforcement staff investigation. Yeah, here's the other thing about the NCAA, too. They have no subpoena power. So if you just tell them, yeah, screw you, I'm not talking to you, whatever, they can't do nothing to you. Remember they tried to do that with that Miami case? Then they tried to go talk to, like, Ed Reed and Kellen Winslow and Ray Lewis and those dudes. They was like, no.
Right.
Yeah, we're grown men now. We don't have to talk to you, and we're not snitching on the you. Goodbye. That was it. Like, yeah,
but wait a minute. Didn't you have lunch with Lou? Didn't you have lunch with Lou?
Idiotic.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It's so idiotic. It goes on to say that it talks about the panel and how they punish, or the punishments that they levied on Syracuse and Jim Boeheim. The panel prescribed a 5-year probationary period, a financial penalty, 3 scholarship reductions per year. That's the big one. Because in college basketball, for those of you who don't know, and I just learned this today myself, they're given 13 scholarships. They're allotted 13 scholarships a year. So to take 3 of those, it's like, a fourth of your scholarship allowances. And that's basically what they did to USC as well on a football scale, on a grander scale in football. So, Jim Boeheim, he's like 72. And I remember them asking him when they were making that move from the Big East to the ACC, if he was going to go ahead and just say, you know what, I'm good, and I'll wrap it up. Yeah, if he was Pete Carroll, he'd be out of there. Pete Carroll don't stick around for no trouble. Him,
right?
My man Chip Kelly, yeah, the first sight of trouble. It's like, yep, y'all got NFL gigs over there for me. Speaking of, real quick, because you asked me about Chip Kelly yesterday, and something that I forgot to mention about him. You asked me about how he was handling that Philadelphia Eagles thing, and what I forgot to tell you is that it don't matter. It don't matter. If Chip Kelly,
you did tell me that,
it doesn't matter for this reason. Though. I didn't tell you the reason. Because if he does screw it up and it don't work out, there'll be 100 colleges that say, "Please come coach our team." So he'll be unemployed for about 10 minutes. That's why he can do. That's why he's like, whatever, I'm good. Like, he wish he could go back to Oregon, if you ask me, because they didn't get hit with nothing. Like, he thought the hammer was gonna come down like on some USC type stuff, but it didn't. He was already with the Eagles. I was like, dang, God dog it. Well, I'll just rebuild the same thing here then. I have all my Oregon guys come here and put on this different color. Yeah, you're going to see what happens next year. The Eagles going to have like 50 different uniforms. Nah, the NFL ain't playing that. They so strict on that. What, you want to wear some gold shoes in the Super Bowl, Marshawn? Yeah, you ready to give up $1 million for it? No, boss.
That's crazy. So he just put them on the bottom. He just put the gold on the bottom.
About that action, boss. Y'all took a lot of my money as it is. They took a lot of that dude's money, man.
Yeah, they need to leave that man alone.
That's why you think like they want to be mad at the dude because he trademarked beast mode. I gotta recoup this money. I get this money back. What's wrong with you? Yeah, a couple $1,000s at a time if need be. But nah, he didn't hit the. I don't know what the details of this deal will be, and we'll find out tomorrow what it is, or later on tonight what the deal is. What the details of the deal is, but you can bet somebody's thinking somewhere around between 10 and 12 million in the first year. So yeah. No one cry for beast mode. He's about that business, boss.
I'm telling you, boy. But
go ahead.
You talking about the copyright and trademark and all that stuff. Like that was like right around the Super Bowl. They were trying to find them. They were talking about they were. Like, I guess investigating whether or not they were going to fine him for wearing the Beast Mode logo on the hat until they realized that it was a new era hat, which is the official hat of the NFL.
The idiots realized the same thing I realized the moment they said it. I was like, wait, no, it's a new era hat. You run commercials back to back about these hats, these game hats that y'all wearing this year. Nah, no fines coming. It was the guys who don't know about that kind of stuff, Rob. See, we know all about that. New Era, Mitchell & Ness, all the different types of hats. Forget about what it says on the front. It's what it says on the side, my man.
On the back, or inside the head.
Yeah, it didn't say Reebok. You know what I mean? It said New Era. Right along. See, that's my man there. He know how to skirt the lines.
We're going to get us some Down with the King hats that's made by the Game. Remember the Game? They had the G on the back of the hat, the snapbacks.
Yeah, they coming back, though. Yeah, they are? Yeah, they hell expensive, too. Like, yeah, them hats, they're the same price as the with the bars in the front. And they say, like, UGA, but then they say University of Georgia up under them. Yeah, man. Yeah. Damn hats cost as much as a New Era or Mitchell & Ness now. You know nothing stays out for too long. Have you seen Amon Shumpert? Have you seen him?
His hair?
No, have you seen him? His hair. Yeah, nothing stays out of style too long. Right. This is the Sports Kings podcast. Big Mike, Rob Calloway. We are the Sports Kings. You can hear us on Spreaker.com, or you can do it via Facebook at Sports Kings Live. You can also tweet at us, Instagram us at Sports Kings Live as well, or you can email us at sportskingsatl.com, and we'll be sure to reply to you. I like getting into little Twitter things with people, and they start calling me an idiot. That's when I know I got you, when you start calling me names, when it turns from a civil conversation to like someone has to be a child, and it's very rare with me. It's not going to be me.
Did I tell you how the mayor of the fair city of Atlanta tried to chump me off on Twitter?
You showed me, yeah. Old Cassine Reed's inside his feelings. It's a bad thing to have, bad trait to have for a politician. But it was just the fact that I called him out about the braid. I called him out, and he didn't like it. So what did he try to do? Well, prove me wrong. When you get this job, you can do it. Ooh, Mayor Calloway. Look at that. What kind of dirt they gonna pull up on you in the ads?
It'll be out.
In 1995, Rob Calloway. This is him inside Club Excess, and in his hand, reefer.
Yo, man, you got shots of me coming out of the 559. I was on the 18.
Marijuana.
Yeah.
And you see that in his hand? Yeah. That's what's known in the urban neighborhoods as a deuce of Old E.
Right. And this is him at Sharon Showcase when he snuck out his parents' house. And they had no idea he was on Gresham Road.
Yeah, we just ended your political career as soon as it started. Right now, we just ended it.
Hey, I ended myself, dog. I never want that. That's why I can never be a politician, because look, they get the fishing. Man,
but that's because people are idiots. That's because people are idiots. Like, because if true, in all truth, if you were qualified to be a politician, none of that stuff should matter. But to the idiots that vote. What? He smoked reefer in 95? It's 2015. Why do you care?
And you just got through smoking before you went to the
right. I definitely can't vote for him. Now, that really happened. Like, I like every Friday, like tonight, I look at Politically Incorrect with Bill Maher, one of my favorite shows.
Bill Maher, yeah.
He keeps it 100% real. And he talks about people, how idiotic people are. This dude it might have been Minnesota, after Jesse the Body got through being the mayor or the governor up there. The next dude bankrupt the city or the state. He bankrupt the state, cuz. And then the dude he was running against was about to was ahead of him in the polls and everything, right? So the incumbent, started running this ad about this guy being in a strip club like a decade earlier while he was single. Now, he wasn't married or anything. He was single, a single man in a strip club, and people were appalled. Well, someone with those kind of values, you can't vote for him, but you're gonna vote for the dude that bankrupt the whole damn state? Yeah, give me the strip club dude. Give me him
all day.
Because the one thing I know, he's a dude who like to go to the strip clubs, and he ain't broke, so he got some restraint to him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't blow all his loot on broads. Yeah, give me him, not the dude who can't balance the budget, and as a matter of fact, has broken the budget of the whole state. Yeah, I'm good. But yeah, people who vote are idiots. The voters, people who vote in America, they're idiots. That's why people are able to say stupid stuff like Obama's from Kenya and get away and get people to believe it, like rational people.